You're cold.
Mel.
Colder than I thought possible. I told you to remember how strong you are. I said you'd find a way to deal with Mitch Lawrence and not involve killing him.
I did! I'm not gonna kill him.
No. You just got somebody to do it for you. Your hands will be squeaky clean. But have you given a moment's thought as to what will happen to Charlie Banks?
When I asked for your help, you promised me that I would find a way.
And what did you come up with? Getting Vicky's husband to commit murder.
I didn't force Charlie to do anything that he didn't already want to do.
Of course not. Talk about pulling strings. You're using the man to get what you want.
No, he is not doing this for me. He's doing this for Jared. Yes, he needs to kill Mitch. It's the only way that Jared will ever rest in peace. Kills Mitch, he will finally avenge his son's murder. Mitch has to pay with his life. That's what Charlie wants. And who can blame him?
What Charlie wants is to fill up the hole in his heart. He wants his son back, Dorian. He may be grieving ferociously, but he's no murderer.
Ridding this world of a scourge like Mitch Lawrence is humanitarian relief.
Everyone knows Mitch Lawrence is evil. A man should die 1,000 deaths in 1,000 eternities, but if you take him there, I'm more afraid for your soul than his.
My conscience is clear.
Even after kidnapping a pregnant girl and using her as bait in a scheme to trap Mitch? Where's that girl now?
Don't worry, baby.
And her unborn child directly into Mitch's hands.
No. The crazy nurse did that.
So you wouldn't do it yourself?
It wasn't the way it was supposed to happen.
Oh, not part of your airtight plan.
I asked for your help.
And what did I say? Oh, please, buddy, go get that grief-stricken recovering alcoholic. Bring him over here so we can manipulate him into committing first-degree murder.
No, I was terrorized for my girl, so I went to that sleazy bar, hoping to find some lowlife who could kill Mitch, and then Charlie walked in.
Oh, my God. That's your logic? Coincidence plus desperation equals destiny? Be careful, Dorian. You're beginning to sound like the man you want murdered.
How dare you compare me to Mitch Lawrence?
Says the lady to her conscience.
You are not my conscience. You're my husband. You're the man I love. With all my heart and soul.
And who loved you, despite all your faults. So despite all your faults, do you really think you're giving Charlie closure by sending him out to kill for you? Don't you think that'll send him back to the bottle?
There's no other way. Mitch has to be stopped.
At what cost, Dorian? A good man's life? If Charlie goes through with this, his life is over.
Charlie's life ended the day his son died.
Oh, God. Charlie's life is far from over. He's got everything to live for.
Like what?
Vicky. Oh, no. Please tell me that's not it.
What's not it?
The reason you chose Charlie?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
You're so hell-bent on that woman's unhappiness that you'd let Charlie go to prison
My girls' lives are at stake. How petty do you think I am?
Charlie's a good man.
I know that.
All he wanted to do was make sure nobody was injured when that car went into the ravine.
We all have to keep our eyes on the prize.
What a prize it is. Murder one.
Mitch's murder. And if you think I'm going to apologize for making that call, you got another thing coming. Deciding to kill Mitch is the best decision I've made in a long time.
Oh, well, if it's so righteous, why don't you do it yourself? And not Charlie? Or are you afraid of going back to prison?
Charlie knows enough to be careful.
As distraught as Charlie is, count yourself lucky that he doesn't confess to the first barkeep who'll listen. And if he does, he'll go to jail for the rest of his life. And you'll live your life happily with your safe, happy family.
I'm never going to abandon Charlie. I'll buy him the best defense that money can buy.
Oh. Lucky guy.
I'm not going to let him twist in the wind. I care about the man.
If you care about Charlie Banks, the best thing you can do is prevent him from making the mistake of his life.
Mitch is a monster. He tried to rape Cassie. He's threatened all of my girls. Even the baby. Blair's little grandchild. And now he knows that I tried to kidnap his grandchild, his chosen heir. Who knows what the man? He's an animal, is put into motion. I can't back out now.
Yes, you can. You haven't said anything you have to take back.
He knows that I double-crossed him. You have no idea what that man is capable of. He'll torture my girls. He'll show no mercy.
I understand. Believe me.
I lost you. I can't lose anybody else.
I know. But if Mitch has set something in motion, killing him isn't going to stop him. The only life you have any control over now is Charlie's. You're not just playing with a man's life, Dorian. His soul is at stake.
For someone who's passed over, you do a lot of worrying about people's souls.
Charlie's heart will mend, but his soul is eternal. If he pulls that trigger, he'll be damned. So will you.
My girls' lives are in danger. I don't have time to worry about the hereafter.
All I've got is time. And I have a vested interest in that soul of yours. We have a date many years from now. I just want to make sure you come to the right place.
Not too bad considering I'm raiding Vicky's closet. Okay. Gotta have some kind of waterproof boot going on here. Something perfect. Yes. Yes, Victoria. You are nothing if not prepared. I've got to get to Charlie.